When was the first time you heard apple bottom jeans? Imagine your mom crying over the fact that you've heard a portion of the song and going to the school to be a Karen. And then posting that they're being a Karen on the internet and that they are going to the school board to riot about a clean portion of this song being played for a school dance performance.
And so I'm going to be going into the school.
This song is literally used in commercials, and I swear, the 15 seconds it's being played in commercials, children are not being traumatized from it. But the 8 passengers' mom, Ruby, and her husband, Kevin, are furious with the fact that their daughter's school has chosen to do a little TikTok dance to this song for a dance performance. The dance class was going to be doing a flash mob, and the song that they were going to be using was a compilation sound from TikTok that included a bunch of songs put together, one of which was Apple Bottom Jeans, or Flo Rida's Low. The other songs are kind of unknown, but this is apparently a clean version that they were going to be using for the dance. The dance that they were going to be performing was also a version of a TikTok dance, but they weren't going to do anything suggestive, according to her daughter. But Ruby decided to look up the lyrics to one of the songs that was going to be in the compilation, and she had a lot to say about it. She made a several part video series on her parenting advice YouTube channel. Yeah, parenting advice YouTube channel. You guys heard me right. She hasn't been posting on her family vlog channel, but she surely has been posting about her life and her children's life on her parenting advice channel. And in this video, she was literally in tears, you guys, crying in her car about this certain song being introduced to children.
Okay, so here's what's going on. Julie is in a PE class over at the middle school. And for PE, this teacher is doing dance. The teacher is going to have all of the students in her class, which includes Julie, do a TikTok dance for the school. And I said, a TikTok dance? What are the dance moves? And she's like, well, in the real dance, they're kind of naughty, but she said just to do something different there. And I said, what do you mean? She says, well, some of the girls still twerk. I said, okay. What song? So you hear me asking questions. I'm getting curious with her. I said, what songs are in this? And she told me one of the songs. It is straight up hardcore. Straight up. No one was trying to look out for what was best for these kids. This teacher is being very selfish because she wants to be hip, up to date, cool, doing TikTok, entertaining the school. She wants to be liked by the teens. And so I'm going to be going into the school.
She is enraged to the point of embarrassing her daughter and crying online.
I am so upset.
I said, my problem is the choice of songs. And she says, well, all the songs were approved by me. The teacher put together a list of songs and she gave them to me and I approved them. So you approved this song that has all of these lyrics in it. And she says, well, we're not dancing to those lyrics. It's just a portion. And she says, I think it's really great because I actually really like it because Smiths used it in their commercial. It's part of pop culture. It's all over the place. I would hope that the principal where my kids go to school, that the standard would be truth, that the standard would be principles. And she says, well, what's moral for you isn't going to be moral for other parents. You know, you're complaining about this song, but I've got 30 other parents that just think it's wonderful.
Like, I can't process this, you guys. The weird part is she didn't want to mention the name of the song in her videos, so people couldn't even tell if she was overreacting at first or if the school was truly in the wrong. But by the second part of the video, you could figure it out by looking up the commercial the principal used as reference to say, hey, we're using a clean version, and they literally used the part that we want to use And she named the commercial, so you can look it up and see what the heck this portion that they're about to use at school is. And that's how people were able to figure out that one of the songs in this compilation that they are about to use is Flo Rida's Low. And I mean, this song has been popular since forever, and I for sure heard it in middle school, not knowing a thing. And yeah, there is bad stuff in this song, and no, children should not be dancing to this song at school. But obviously, if it's a clean part of it, it's really not bad. And listen, I totally understand what she's saying in terms of not wanting her daughter to be introduced to this song at school, and definitely isn't good for children to hear this from maybe a teacher. But sharing all of this online, this is incredibly embarrassing, because now not only is she embarrassing her daughter by going to the school and talking to the teacher, the principal, the vice principal, trying to get this song changed, she's now gone to the school multiple times for multiple meetings and is posting on the internet that she's crying over a song, and she's going to the school board about it. She's literally naming her daughter in these videos, and she's just sharing way too much. And it's just really insane, and it's kind of blowing my mind, because in the next clip I'm going to show you, she's talking about how she's mad at the school for not protecting her daughter from the world, yet she's putting her daughter on blast like this. And she literally has a family YouTube channel where she shares her children with the entire world.
You, the principal, who are supposed to be bringing morality and supposed to be a standard, who have these precious children, you are not protecting them. You are not protecting them. You are introducing them to the world. And you're saying it's okay.
This statement right here, I just have to comment on, because school is supposed to prepare you for things later on in life. And yeah, middle school is not the time to learn about, you know, what apple bottom jeans do with the boots with the fur. But I mean, they're using a clean version of a song. It's not like they were like, hey guys, you guys should hump each other.
I didn't cry in there. I was very strong and sour, but now I am crying.
What's crazy is that in this video, when she went to go talk to the principal was like, well, we can take her out of the class if she's uncomfortable with the song. And I swear, you guys, Ruby is not just upset about the song. Like, she wants more. She wants more than them just changing the song and not doing the dance. She wants to have control in the school at this point, because now she's telling the viewers that the principal obviously has offered to transfer her to a different class to make her more comfortable. And Ruby is saying she's not here to make her daughter comfortable. She's not here to change classes because the principal said so. She's here to move classes because she said so.
And she says, well, you know, if Julie wants to get out of the class, I'm totally fine making adjustments. Whatever would make Julie feel comfortable, I'm open to doing. I will, if she doesn't want to participate, that's fine. And I said, you're missing the whole point of why I'm here. I am not here for anyone's comfort, including my daughter's. I'm not here to make her comfortable. Of course she can move classes, not because you said so, but because I said so. I'm the parent.
This just sounds like a major control issue. Like, a lot of other times she's been called out, including the time where she said she wasn't sad that her eldest daughter was going to college because she was far away. She was only sad that she was losing control over her. And for Ruby to say, well, the principal's saying we can transfer classes. No, we're going to transfer classes because I said so. That's so ridiculous. That's literally like somebody being like, hey, do you want to share one of my cookies? And being like, no, I'm gonna have the cookie because I want the cookie, not because you offered to share it with me. Like, what the F? That's literally what she's saying here. And it just wasn't enough for her daughter to not participate in this dance. She literally just wanted to make sure that she ruined everybody else's good time, even though the principal said that 30 other parents were okay with this song, and the teacher had to get the song approved by the vice principal and the principal, and they all thought it was okay. So if all these people are thinking that it's okay, you know, it just sounds like someone's a little sensitive. And I just don't understand why she thinks the world revolves around her, because she's over here thinking I can move classes for my daughter because that's my daughter and it's my right. And honestly, schools cater to more than one child. I don't know if she's aware of that. It's also a big lesson that I feel like you learn when you go to school, whether you go to public school or you go to private school. You go to school and you learn that this world does not revolve around just you. There are other people in it. And sometimes if something's going on you don't like, you gotta adapt. And this right here, she had an option to change her child's class, but no, that was not enough for her. She had to take this to the school board. She had to make sure that everybody else was not gonna have a good time, that the principal was gonna get in trouble, the teacher was gonna get in trouble, that they couldn't use this song. They were gonna have to now sign permission slips in order to use songs in dance class. Like, you guys, it's a whole thing now. I also want to bring up that her getting the option to change her daughter's classes, that is a really big privilege to have in a school system. I don't know about you guys, but there's a lot of cases where a lot of classrooms are full. At one of the schools that I went to, all the classes were jam-packed full and capacity was maxed out. Moving classes was not a thing. The world just cannot cater to your every want and need. The universe does not simply revolve around Miss Ruby. This is a very dramatic response, and posting it on the internet is seriously doing more harm for her daughter than this song. Seriously. It's just embarrassing. But like she said, she's not here to make her daughter comfortable. She's literally here trying to get some control of the school and tell the teachers and the principals what to do with their job.
Honestly, was hoping that by me bringing up a concern, a parent being upset about what was being taught would bring pause or cause her to think maybe we could change the songs, or maybe we don't need to do TikTok, but we could do something else.
Now in this video, Ruby is with her husband Kevin, and they're in the car on the way to the school board meeting, and she is basically explaining that the last time she met with the principal, because she met with her multiple times, she went in there to listen to the full compilation song and record it so that she could go home and research every single lyric to every single song that she heard, even though they are only using a clean compilation for the dance.
So I got out my phone and recorded the compilation so I could take it home and have Siri help me figure out what the list of songs is. So can you see all the hoops the principal is making me go through in order to get what I'm asking for? I'm asking what songs are being taught to my kid at school. And she's saying, well, you have to come into the school to hear the compilation. I found an app that will tell you, like, listen to the song and then break down the songs for you. So of course I'm doing the legwork. And so then I contact the district and I said, I have a concern. Here's what's going on. These songs are being taught to these 12, 13-year-old girls. No one should be able to go to my kid at school and say, here's a song I want you to listen to and then dance to. So they had me fill out all this paperwork before I can go in. So I got the paperwork filled out, and now I'm finally getting to meet with someone at the district.
I just want to say this quickly, but if she wants her children to be in a bubble, she should send them to a religious school or a private school, somewhere maybe where she could have more control, because money does talk sometimes. From what I understand, most of her kids go to a different school. The two youngest ones are homeschooled by her. Julie goes to public school. I believe the other daughter goes to a private school, and her son, I think, also goes to a public school. In the video that she made this school year, she mentioned that the daughter that is being discussed in this video has been homeschooled since the 3rd grade, and this was the first school year that she was back at school, so all this is happening and it sounds like she just needs to homeschool her again. But in regards to her going to the board with Kevin, she said she had to fill out all these papers in order to meet with a school district, and wow, I mean, talk about passion. And I'm sure nobody is honestly reading that, and I hate to say it, but I feel like they gave her those papers because some people would just tap out after seeing all that paperwork. They'd be like, no, I'm not filling that out. You know, it's just not worth my time. It's just a song. Let's just move her into a different class. But no, Ruby decided to write a whole essay. She filled the whole thing out, and off they went to the school board where Kevin spoke to all the board members. And if I was her daughter after all of this, I certainly would never tell her anything that was going on at school ever again. I mean, I bet her daughter just casually mentioned the TikTok is like a part of her school day, and now all of this is happening. And she did give an update on her YouTube channel. She said, update to this video. A representative of the school district contacted me over the phone this week. She was very congenial and open to feedback. The district is in agreement with our statement, and it sounds like action will be taken to investigate how the school school administration handled our concerns. New district policy regarding parental consent to music is being developed as I type this and should be implemented next school year. Parents, when you have courage to stand up for what's right, you can accomplish great things. Many administrators in the district and boards want to do the right thing, but they need to be made aware of the issues. Speak up, stand up. Don't be afraid or intimidated by dissenting voices. Stand up for traditional religious values and protect all students' right to learn in an environment free from moral offenses. Someone made a comment on the video that I found particularly interesting. They said, "Did you sit down with your family and talk about the lyrics and what they mean or infer? It seems like a good time to reiterate to your children that you might feel a certain way about a song, but not everyone in the school will agree with you, and that's okay to have diverse views and opinions. Isn't it your job as a parent to acknowledge that life looks different for everyone? We aren't all aligned morally, politically, etc. But that is what is so great about freedom. We get to make choices, and so does everyone else." And this answer, oh my goodness, you guys. The first line I totally disagree with, but I disagree with a lot of things here. It said, "No, it is not a parent's job to acknowledge that life looks different for everyone." Wow. All I have to say is wow. Anyway, it is a parent's job to invite a child to become self-governing through principles of truth. Freedom is twofold. Freedom is choice and accountability. When you have a school that only focuses on choice and accountability, you end up with entitlement. Freedom can only be available when accountability is acknowledged. That is what a parent is responsible to teach their children. Every time I'm telling you guys this truth, Ruby loves her truth. Anyway, this whole situation is just a mess. And honestly, if you're going to be upset, okay, yes, sure. But to put it online, expose your daughter coming home and telling you about this, and now all of this is happening, like, it's okay to share. I didn't like something that was going on at my kid's school, so I stood up for my kid. But to go into great detail and cry about it online, it's honestly so hard for her children. And she's saying that kids at her daughter's school are on TikTok. They have phones. They're on social media. So they're for sure seeing this stuff. I see videos of Ruby on TikTok all the time. She is a meme. People literally know who Ruby is. If you guys are on TikTok, you know the TikTok sound 30,000? If you don't, then I definitely sound crazy, but that's Ruby. Like, she's a TikTok sound. People know who she is. That sound was going viral. So her daughter and the people that are going to her school, they definitely are aware of Ruby to some degree. And I can't imagine how her daughter feels at school having people know what's going on in her home life. And it honestly just seems more harmful to embarrass her in this way than apple bottom jeans boots with the fur. Like, come on, that song is not gonna traumatize her. But anyway, I definitely want to know what you guys think, because this is a wild situation and I honestly just can't even process this. But let me know your thoughts. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.